I want to begin this broadcast with details that are coming in from Bangladesh about the massive crackdown that's been initiated against Hindu groups, especially in Chittagong. Cases have been filed against several individuals and a large number of unidentified people have also been named in multiple FIRs that have been registered. Hindu groups in Bangladesh say the police is primarily targeting leaders and members of Hindu groups, including the Sanatan Jot. The Jamaat-e-Islami in Bangladesh has met the Nobel laureate administrator of Bangladesh, Professor Muhammad Yunus, and the Jamaat-e-Islami is seeking a ban on ISKCON. It wants a ban on ISKCON, it wants a ban on multiple other Hindu groups in Bangladesh. The High Court, of course, has refused to ban ISKCON. The High Court sought details from the administration on the charges against ISKCON, and reports seem to indicate that the High Court was not impressed with the charges that the administration had brought forward. Former Prime Minister of Bangladesh Sheikh Hasina has also come down heavily on the Muhammad Yunus administration for targeting Hindus and seeking a ban on ISKCON. That's the situation on ground. I quickly want to cut across to India Today's Suryagini Roy, who joins us for more. So Suryagini, what more do we know about this crackdown that's been initiated on the Hindus?
Well, there are these major allegations and videos that have surfaced from Bangladesh, especially in Chittagong, where, various leaders of Hindu groups and communities have alleged that, there's a crackdown that's happening. But as you mentioned, it's also important, Gaurav, to note and mark that the ban on ISKCON, this entire, it all started with the ban on ISKCON because there were various groups in Bangladesh which were openly, calling for a ban on ISKCON, because as per them, ISKCON was into a lot of radicalism in the country. Some even called it a terrorist organization. Now, it's also important to mention to our viewers that ISKCON is present in almost 150 of the 150 countries in the world, and categorically, whenever we have spoken to ISKCON spokespersons or priests, they have mentioned one thing which is very important to inform our viewers, that even during the flood of Bangladesh that had happened just a couple of months back, this is after the departure of the Sheikh Hasina government, like that is after Sheikh Hasina flies out of Dhaka, there was a flood. And many were affected in Bangladesh. But ISKCON had, primarily come out and it had helped multiple people, and they did not, differentiate between the religion of any individual.
Yes.
So the ISKCON, ISKCON as a group, they were extremely disheartened. They were shocked. Surprised is not the word. Shocked is the word. That how can this kind of an organization, which does serves people, especially in Bangladesh as well, be termed as a radical terrorist organization and be charged for something like sedition. However, as you mentioned that correctly, that the High Court has rejected that ban, but that doesn't that doesn't mean that the government might not just go ahead and ban it.
And that's why the Jamaat-e-Islami members have gone to Muhammad Yunus and said you need to ban this organization. Imagine. So there just appears to be a plan afoot. First, you ban these strong organizations that keep Hindus grounded and connected to their roots. The moment they become rootless, then a couple of generations later, you start converting them. That is how it happens across. Cut them off from education, cut them off from culture, cut them off from religion, and then change their religion. Keep tracking that story. I will come back to you for more.